Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Stuff Crust for the win here, coming at you with a Sierra 117 easy speedrun tutorial. This is pre-recorded, so some of it's not going to match up with what I did, but let's try to do this anyway. So to begin with, you'll see me messing around with this rock right here. What I'm trying to show off is Sly Jumps, and it's one of the minimal things about this level that can save you a few seconds here and there that gets you to world record pace. And what you do is you crouch in midair and then jump right as you hit the rock or the slanted slope that you're on, and you'll gain more momentum and more speed. What I was trying to show there was you can go one of two ways to go forward here. The reason why I was showing you that is because there's Marines that run at the start and they can get in your way and it wastes like a second. It's not really a big deal, but I'm just trying to show you all the the optimizations that you can do for this level to improve your time. You'll notice that at the beginning of every single level in Halo 3 that you always walk at least like 30 to a minute of time just getting to the level. So like this level, it's not extremely exciting for the first minute. So here I'm just showing you the route I normally go. If you jump on that rock and then you see what I tried to do there is I tried to do a slide jump to gain extra speed. Similar to right here, there's another rock right there that I always try to jump off of that can give you a good boost, but I didn't get very good slide jumps there on that run. Coming up here is another slide jump. There's giant slant right here so that you can gain a bit more momentum right up to the top. It was a little slow, I didn't really get a big boost from that either. Some runners do that slide jump as well. I tend to just jump off of that rock. A lot of the beginning is just slide jumps, so sorry if it's a little boring, but trust me, the level gets a little more interesting towards the end. Right there, make sure to crouch. It's kind of hard to jump up on top of that thing sometimes, but like I said, just minimal optimizations to improve your time. You'd be surprised at how many seconds you lose just from not doing slide jumps. Right here, you can take two paths. You can jump down there and slide jump off that rock, or you can jump off of this rock and then slide jump off the major hill. But the thing is with the other rock, it's actually faster because you can slide jump off that, get to the top of the hill, and then slide jump off of this hill that I'm on right now, and you'll gain more speed that way. Similar here, you can jump on this box and then jump on either that little slanted slope or the rock, and you'll gain some more speed from a slide jump. Okay, right here is the first sort of trick on this level. It's called the pipe jump. You just jump on this pipe, and then you'll see me shooting at the lip of the pipe. You want to jump right as you hit that lip, then crouch in midair. Make sure you hold crouch the whole way so that you can get over the lip that I'm shooting at right there, and you'll make it every time. Just make sure you run directly forward and you're holding crouch down. You'll just see me do it one more time just to make sure you guys got the concept. Right, this is a secondary option. If you don't like the pipe jump, you can jump on this box and jump over to that little corner right there. It's slower, obviously, but if you have trouble with the pipe jump, I guess you could try to doing that. I just figured I'd show you guys anyway. Here, there's two options to get up here a bit faster than walking the intended route. One is this one. You can just jump straight up that side. Make sure that you hug the wall and crouch at the same time. It's a crouch jump. You'll never make it if you don't crouch. Here I'm just showing you have to run the whole way around if you don't do this jump, which is a waste of time. So make sure you do either that jump or the secondary jump I'm going to show you right here, which is just jumping on this rock and then jumping up top. Make sure you crouch again. Crouch jumps are important to make sure you clear that. I grab a plasma pistol here. It's actually for later, so don't worry about it too much at the moment. Coming up, it's called the Cortana Skip. You can skip Cortana scenes all throughout this game. This is one instance of this. First, you want to jump on this rock right in front of you. You can actually slide off of that, so be careful. Next, I'm going to shoot at the rock that you want to jump to next, right in front of you. Make sure you turn your flashlight on, by the way. Hit up on the D-pad so you can see where you're jumping. If you jump too far, like I did right there, you're going to hit that top of the wall, so you make sure you don't jump too far. If you jump too short, you're going to slide off easily. Right there, I made it onto the second rock. You want to jump onto that little small rock in order to make it past the thing. For some reason, the Cortana scene isn't triggered when you step on that rock, and then you jump a certain distance, and then you past the Cortana Skip, so make sure you get a good jump off that little rock. The second rock you can fall off really easily, so try to make sure that you're holding up your control stick up the rock to make sure you stay on it. Here's another slide jump here. Yeah, that's about it about that. Make sure you grab the battle rifle. The battle rifle is good for killing things sometimes. Here there's 3 routes you can go. They're not really any different. I use a plasma pistol to kill this brute quicker, so I can grab his brute shot, so you can see what I can do with that later. I'm just going to show you the 3 routes you can go. You can jump onto this thing, jump up, easy peasy. Or you can even skip the rock and just chuck a grenade at the wall. I guess it's a little quicker than dealing with all the weird jumps. But yeah, that's about it for that. Here I just do another slide jump. Sometimes I shoot a brute shot with it. It can give you a little distance, but it's not really a deal breaker when it comes to world record pace or anything. There's some more slide jumps. Just if you can find optimizations anywhere where you can find slanted slopes, just do the slide jump. Right here, you can either walk around or you can actually jump on this rock. Some people don't notice that you can do that, but just little optimizations here and there. So here is the gap jump. Now, most people wouldn't think that you can make this gap, but there's 3 distinct ways you can do this. 1 is with a frag grenade, 2 is with a brute shot, or 3 without anything. The first technique, you want to run to that little mossy slope. This is like all 3 of them. All 3 of them use the mossy slope as a starting point. You jump up, and then at the peak of your jump, throw your grenade down, and then jump at the very bottom. And you'll gain enough speed from the slanted slope. Brute shot is the same thing, except you shoot the brute shot at the very bottom of your arc. And then without it, you just jump at the very bottom, but this is the hardest one, and I don't recommend trying to learn how to do this. If you fall down here, there's 4 ways you can actually get back up, so don't worry if you're just starting out. This is a good way to just save your runs and not have to reset on Sierra constantly. First one is to use your brute shot, and I have a hard time figuring out where to do this here because I never do this, but you go up against this wall right here. Sorry about it blacking out because I forgot to hit my toggle stick, but you just shoot your brute shot directly down 3 times, and it propels you along the wall up the whole way. Number 2 is running over here and then staring directly at the ground with your brute shot and shoot and jump at the same time. Brute shots are a good way to propel yourself throughout the game, so you can just jump up onto that part of the rock. Number 3, if you have a frag grenade, which I'm just waiting till my shield's recharged, you throw the frag grenade at the little tip there and then jump up. That's the 3rd way. Or the 4th way, you can run over here and jump on this little rock. And then jump on the rock in front of you. It's a little slanted, so make sure you gain your ground first and then jump up. Okay, so this next part here, when you're going fast, you're going to see this part right here with these enemies spawning. You want to make sure you kill the jackals as fast as possible. Sometimes if you don't kill the jackals fast, then the brute and grunt spawn. You want to make sure to kill these guys, because Johnson can get stuck behind them. If Johnson doesn't get stuck, he doesn't disappear like he does here. If he doesn't disappear, then that means you can't unactivate the shield door that is later on in the mission, and it soft locks your game and you have to restart. So make sure you kill all those enemies and make sure Johnson deloads. Here I take a little slide jump over to the right. It's a little faster. I forget why I was doing that at the time, but anyway, you just jump down here and slide jump. One of the things you want to do in this main area while you're running over to save Johnson is to kill enemies. Obviously you don't want to stand here and kill enemies, that wastes time, but I just figured I would just say that you need to kill as many enemies as possible. There's 2 routes through this area that you want to take. One route is to go through the bottom area that I'm going to show you here in a second. I don't know why I'm taking so long to do this. You enter that door that I was just aiming at, then you go inside here. I'm still killing enemies for whatever reason, I don't know why. Anyway, you go down that tunnel and then you make a left and you go straight to Johnson, and that's that. Or number 2, you can jump on this wire spool and then jump up top on a little lip on the wall, and then you can jump right on top of this bridge, which is actually the faster way because you can kill enemies up here. Normally the brute hammer guy isn't up here, but because I've been screwing around and killing enemies, he's up here. The #1 way to kill this brute guy is just let him charge at you and then back smack him. It's the easiest way, or just run at him, hit him, melee him to stun him, and then go behind his back and back smack him. Back smacking is the easiest way to kill the hammer guy. I go back here just to show you, there's another way to get up on top of that little lip. Instead of just jumping on the spool, you can actually just throw a grenade at the wall, and you can just frag boost up to the lip. Just little optimizations and things you can do to improve your game. So I kill some more enemies. I'm going to show you in a couple seconds. There's a little lip up here. Instead of running the whole way around, you can jump on this little lip. If it ever comes. Okay, there we go. Here's the little lip right here. You jump on this. It saves a little bit of time, and it gets you to Johnson's cage a little faster. That's some weird editing. I need to get better at editing. Anyway. So now you open Johnson's cage. Now you want to kill as many enemies as possible, as fast as possible. The best weapons to have are the brute shot and the hammer. The reason for the brute shot is because you can kill large groups of grunts or jackals in one shot. And the hammer is basically the same way, except up close and personal. If you have an invincibility and you don't plan on doing early pelican strats, which I'm going to show you in a few seconds, use that and throw grenades everywhere and suicide bomb people. It's a great way to kill enemies fast. If you get up to this bridge really fast like this, which isn't really always the case, you can just spawn kill them right out of the phantom. It's really nice, but it's not always applicable. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, just make sure you kill all these enemies. It quickens the pace of the pelican coming through. The pelican, getting in the pelican is what ends the level, so any way you can get the pelican in here faster is the best way possible. So the first strat I'm going to show you to do early pelican is the hammer, plasma grenade, and invincibility strat. And what you want to do is you want to line your leg right up on that crack, throw the grenade down right in that little hole area, and then run back straight backwards to that tip, and then slam your hammer and jump, and then make sure you turn around and hold RB to get into the back of the pelican. The very back of the pelican is where you can get in. If you're not aimed right at the back of the pelican, it will not let you in. The second one is an equipment jump with grenade, and what you do is you aim right where I'm aiming, so right at that tip, you throw the plasma grenade down, you hit X to drop the equipment, make sure you're staring directly down, and then jump. Hit A immediately right after you drop the equipment while staring down to equipment, jump off of it, and get into the pelican. And here, if you don't do either of the early pelican strats, what you can do to save a little bit of time is to stand on this pillar and look directly up. And whenever the middle of the pelican is right above you, you jump up and you hold RB to get into the pelican earlier to save just a little bit of time. So there's my easy Sierra 117 tutorial for speedruns. I plan on doing one for every single level, so look forward to that. And as always, good luck with your runs, and see you guys.